What color is my toothbrush and what color is my panty? What documents did immigration require? Did he marry you for the green card? Would you ever sponsor someone again? How long did it take to get his green card? Did he have an attorney? Did you report him to immigration? Can you cancel someone's green card after they receive it? Come to think of it, you know, the officer asked, did you try to stop the process? Do you regret filing for him? Do you think he planned this from the beginning? When we left there, he asked me, why did I bring that up? Why did I tell her? Okay. Did your family support the marriage? My dad was like, Have you forgiven him? Okay, I'm finally getting to the green card questions. Pardon the delay, but let's make this quick. Because honestly, I hate revisiting. I hate thinking about it. You know, it's annoying. Okay, did he marry you for the green card? I don't know. Okay, like I said before, it could have been that initially, and then when he got to know me, because what I'm gonna show y'all, even today's date, the man's still calling me and still texting me. Today is what? June 29th, Monday, June 29th. Called, text, still, right? I'm ignoring. I'm actually using him still contacting me, reaching out as fuel. It's helping me to push forward and do what I have to do for myself, okay? Anyway, so did he marry you for the green card? I don't know. How will I ever know unless he outright directly come and tell me that, right? Because he's still calling. Anyway, he has a green card. Would you ever sponsor someone again? I can't say never, but I don't foresee that. I don't foresee that. Because that means I would have to get married. And I don't foresee that. Unless, whatever, that's not the point. The question is, would you ever sponsor someone again? I'm just going to say no. I wouldn't. No. How long did it take to get his green card? We got married in August 2024. We applied in October 2024. He got his green card in July 2025. Okay. That's how long it took. Do the math. Quick maths. Did he have an attorney? Yes. Because he tried to ask me, because I'm a paralegal, he tried to ask me to do the paperwork. I said, absolutely not. I'm not doing all that paperwork. And I don't want anything to be my fault with the paperwork. I want it to be done expeditiously, quickly, and you and him handle that. I will go with you to the appointments and speak and help whatever I can, that part. But me actually doing the paperwork, that was a no. Did you report him to immigration? No, I did not report him to immigration. I did not even call immigration. I don't know if they know we're divorced or not. Like, that's not my thing. I'm not calling immigration. Can you cancel someone's green card after they receive it? I don't know. Google that. Chat GPT that. I don't know. Did you try to stop the process? No, I did not try to stop his process. That is not my duty. I have nothing to do with that. I have nothing to do with his process anymore, anything like that. No, I'm not going to try to stop it. Do you regret filing for him? I don't know how to answer that. I don't know how to answer that. Do I regret filing for him? We had good times. We had great times. But he just called the cops and the relationship done. Do you get what I'm saying? And that was a big mistake. But do I regret it? I'm going to say no. Do you think he planned this from the beginning? I don't know. I do not know if he planned this from the beginning. What documents did immigration require? They require everything. Immigration required everything. My birth papers, his birth papers, his shot, not my shot records, his shot records. He had to go get shots, vaccinations, all kind of stuff. We had to go to a biometrics appointment where they, did his face, looked in his eyes, did whatever they do for that appointment. I don't know. Look it up. I don't care anymore. I didn't even care at the time. I don't know what they did. I remember going to that appointment and sitting down and waiting and waiting and waiting. And they called him up. He did have an appointment. They called him up. He looked in this thing. It did a bunch of stuff. Fingerprints, whatever. Was the interview difficult? So I thought that we weren't going to have to do the interview because everything was legit. The paperwork was legit. Everything was good to go. But I guess with this new administration, we had to do an interview. So, you go in, there are cameras all over the place. I really feel like they're watching you because we had an appointment. They were a little bit late. And I'm like, are they trying to see how we interact? Are they listening? I don't know what's going on, but whatever. We went in the interview. They didn't ask the questions like what I heard that they would ask. Like they would ask him, what color is my toothbrush and what color is my panty and what did we eat for breakfast or did we sleep last night? You get what I'm saying? They didn't ask these questions. They didn't separate us. We were in the same room, the same interview. We spoke with one officer, and come to think of it, the officer asked? She asked the question, do we foresee any issues that we may have that may cause us to get divorced or separated? Or do we have any conflict in our marriage? And I said to the woman, well, to be honest, I feel like we do have a conflict in our marriage right now. And I think it's because he wants a child and I don't want any more children. Because remember, I told you guys, after we got married is when he started bringing up this issue about him wanting to have a kid. And I'm like, my son is grown. Like, I'm not going back down the pamper aisle unless it's for my granddaughter. But you get me? So I said that. I was being authentic. Like, I feel like that could be a conflict in the marriage. The officer said, that's a huge deal. You guys haven't talked about that? I told her, yeah, we spoke about it and it is what it is. She was like, are you open to adopt? So I said yes, right? Even though I never even thought about it, but I was just like, yes, so we could hurry up and get out of the meeting because we was at the interview, some time. So, and I brought up another topic. And he was upset with me too. When we left there, he asked me, why did I tell her those things? But the second thing that I brought up was, he's upset that I didn't take his name. And she was like, why didn't you take his name? And I'm like, I said, I told him, if we make it to 5 years, I said this to her. I said, if we make it to 5 years and we renew our vows and have a ceremony, a bigger, better wedding where we invite family, like a whole bunch of family, a real wedding. Because my siblings weren't even at my wedding. My siblings, who I'm like this with, they weren't even there. My dad was there, my son was there, and my friends were there. That was it. None of my siblings. Crazy. So, I told her that. And when we left there, he asked me, why did I bring that up? Why did I tell her? I said, you want everything to just be perfect? Like, no, let her know there is some conflict in the marriage. Everybody got conflict in their marriage. Somehow, some way. Well, I can't say everybody. Whatever. The point is, I told her yes. Okay. Did your family support the marriage? I wasn't even broadcasting it. I was not even broadcasting the marriage. Like, oh, I'm getting married. Like, no, I literally told my siblings like the last minute, probably like a week or two. No, I think I gave them like 2 weeks just in case they wanted to come down, but not enough time to really prepare to come down. You know what I mean? But my dad was like, nobody want a marriage thing. You know what? Nobody feel ask you where you did there and where you go. And I was like, I don't care about that because Nobody can ask me where I was and where I'm going, because, anyway, just kidding. Have you forgiven him? Forgiveness is overrated. I heard that whole saying about you holding on to stuff is like you drinking poison and expecting someone else to pass. What is forgiveness really? Like, okay, in my mind, I'm like, okay, yeah, it's well with my soul. Like, I don't know. I gotta look that word up. Forgive. I gotta look that up. I'm. Am I over it? Yeah, I'm over it. I'm over it. He called the cops. We got divorced. The relationship is over. Am I still mad a little bit? Yeah, because we had plans and we, said we were gonna do things, and yeah.